Hello and welcome back to Big G's Railroad Channel. I'm bringing you Gary Walters N-Scale Update number 30, and today we're going to be taking a look at the new section of layout and what we've done there. Didn't get a whole lot done, but what I did take a little bit of time for drying, so it was a necessary evil that I had to get out of the way, and I've not had a whole lot of time in the layout room, but hopefully this week that will change. So without further ado, let's jump over and take a quick look at the layout, and I will see y'all in just a second. Alright, welcome back, and last week you saw this scene. I've not done a whole lot there, but I do have some foam ready to cut up and get that taken care of. Hopefully that will be happening this week. Got a day off coming up in a couple days and looking forward to doing quite a bit of work there. With it being Father's Day weekend, I didn't really spend any time in the layout room, but I did get an awesome Father's Day gift. That Father's Day gift is going to come to you guys in a mail call, hopefully in a couple weeks. We'll see how that goes. And it was a $100 gift certificate. So very happy that my daughter, my wife, and my two dogs gave me the card. It was technically from one of my dogs. You've seen him in the layout room before, Fluffy. I'll try to get him on camera here in a minute so you guys can thank him for my new engines that will hopefully be coming pretty soon. I've got to make sure that they're in stock and everything, and I'll be ordering those, but I'll add some money to it and get some new GP, I think it's GP40s, don't hold me to it. Anyways, I'll have some new stuff coming for the layout before too long, thanks to my Father's Day gift. So without further ado, let's take a look at what we did actually accomplish this week. Like I said, it took a little bit of drying time, but we're coming around the curve, coming out of the tunnel, and boom, there we go. Alright, so what I did is I went ahead and I got some of my handy dandy lightweight spackling. Put that in the camera shot there. Took it with a little container of water and one of my favorite tools for spreading out spackling or spreading out any plaster, especially in small areas. This comes in handy. As you recall, if you go back, there was a small gap that was right in here, and I've still got to fill in this little section here. Hopefully in the next day or so I can get that so that when my day off comes, that'll be nice and dried in. But I went ahead and from here all the way down, there was a huge gap from here over to here and a big gaping hole right there that went all the way up and around the back side of that spackling. And that's where my incline starts. So what I did is I went a little bit past the edge here, and then what I'll do is I'll put some foam in. I'll continue that foam, and then I'll fill back in with some more spackling on up, and that will blend into the scene that will be here, and that scene will actually hide that bridge scene from this angle. So you won't even see that. You'll see the backside of a mountain, and I've still got a few things I'm ironing out here, but I'm planning on going ahead and putting the road in. Go ahead and move that building real quick, because that will be one of the buildings that will be in this scene. It will sit somewhere around in there, enough for me to put maybe a boxcar or two down here, so that might slide this way a little bit. And then I'll have a car there, and then that way I can put in a string of 3 cars, and then or put a car in, push the next one down, put another car in, push the next one down, and then have 3 box cars there ready to go. They'll come back out onto the main line and be taken off. But I may just add 1 box car at a time to it until they have enough, a string of them ready to take off. But I'll have that spur there. This building, with it being a freight transfer from the freight cars to truck, what I'll do is I'll have trucks on the back side, so I'm going to have a parking lot back this way. And depending on where I place the building will depend on how big and how large the parking lot will be and how I can situate the trailers into that. And then from that, I'm going to take, and the parking lot I'll actually probably have on this side. I may have like a parking lot that comes up around this edge covering the S here, and have some cars actually parked in there along with the ballast coming off. And then from there we'll have a 2-lane with possibly a passing siding in the middle. And when I say a passing siding, I mean for the cars, not actually from the railroad. So have a median in the center of that, 2 lanes coming off of the parking lot and coming up and through here. And then as you're on this, you can't really tell it too much from here, but this is actually on a riser. And as you follow my finger around, you can kind of see it rising up a little bit, and then it's lowering down as you get closer here. So the road here will actually have to go up a grade and go across a crossing down over here somewhere. So when I get ready to when I finally place the road and figure that out, I'm also on the front and back side of that road from this scene. I'm planning on putting some buildings in. They're not going to be railroad related. They're actually going to be like a small town scene kind of. May have some parking on the side, I'm not sure, but they'll have parking lots as well, because you can't just have a building and no parking for that building. And then on the back side of that road, with the back side of the buildings facing the mountain, there'll be carved out scenes there, like the town was actually placed there. And then the mountain on the back side, so that mountain's going to go way up. That will hide that whole bridge scene. But I'm hoping later this week to get in here, shape some more foam, and once that foam gets shaped, put it all to use and get it all kind of sculpted in. And then the scenery part of it should go rather quickly. Know kind of what I want. I've still got to build the buildings for the town scene, and then blend that side into the tunnel portal. Still haven't reached out. I definitely appreciate you guys with the tunnel portal ideas. I'm definitely have to do some research on that and see what I'm going to do there. But the portals will probably be one of the last things that I actually put in there. So I've got a little bit of time. So if you got more ideas for the tunnel portals, let me have them. I'll try to pick one and utilize it out. And who knows, maybe that name of the tunnel will be from your suggestion in my comments. I didn't get a chance last week to reach out to any of you that left comments on my last video, but don't worry, I'm hoping to sit down in the next couple days and start responding to those. It was a crazy busy week at work, so without further ado, I'll let you go. Bye. So this is Inspector Fluffy, or Engineer Fluffy. He was one of the ones to give me my Father's Day gift. My lovely ladies thought it would be funny if my card was made out from him, so they made it look like he had wrote the card, put his paw print on it and stuff. So thanks to him, he's gonna help me get new stuff for the layout room, and as you can see, he's actually standing in the doorway of the layout room. So he comes in here and sleeps in here while I'm working on the layout, and I appreciate that. He's always by my side when I'm working on it. So thank you, Fluffy. Bye. And yes, he's deaf, so he's not hearing a word I'm saying. But still a good dog. Until next time, stay safe out there and have a great week.